Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am so honored to participate in this meaningful conference and communicate my academic ideas. The title of my academic report is Heart as a Target for Deltamethrin Toxicity. I will report from the following 6 aspects. Part 1. Pyrethroids are synthetic insecticides, which are used for the controlling insect pests in agriculture, public health, and animal health. And they are widely applied for agriculture and aquaculture, and its residue in the environment seriously threatens the biosafety. Exposure to deltamethrin may cause the damage of multiple tissue and organ toxicity. Moreover, it is a highly lipophilic compound, and it can cross the blood-brain barrier. Therefore, deltamethrin may cause a certain degree of toxic effect on the nervous system. However, at present, there are no safe and effective treatments for deltamethrin-induced brain damage, so it is important to find a safe and effective drug to treat it. Oxidative stress is an imbalanced pathological state between oxidation and antioxidation, accompanied by the massively generation of oxidative metabolites. Growing evidences indicate that DLM-induced non-target toxicity, likely tightly related to excessive oxidative stress. The heart is vulnerable to oxidative stress due to its specialized structure, and has the highest rate of production of ROS and lower levels of antioxidants and total activity of antioxidant enzymes. Nuclear factor erythroid 2-related factor 2, NRF2, is a critical antioxidant stress factor in cells. HO1 assisted in modulating rise oxidative stress and preserving redox state in many biological environments as a rate-limiting enzyme involved in metabolism of heme. Part 2. Research purpose and significance. The purpose of this study is to explore the molecular mechanism of heart injury induced by DLM in quails by establishing the model of DLM poisoning. This study provides a beneficial proof for study the treatment measures of DLM poisoning in livestock and poultry. Part 3. Research contents. Research of the effects of long-term DLM exposure on cardiac injury in quails. Research of the molecular mechanism by which DLM induces inflammation and apoptosis in quail heart by inducing oxidative stress associated with NRF2, HO1 signaling pathway. Part 4. Technical route. "40 quails were distributed into 4 groups randomly: control, DLM low, DLM medium, and DLM high groups. All treatments lasted for 12 weeks. We measured biomarkers of oxidative stress and performed histopathological analysis, TUNEL assay, QRT-PCR and Western blot assay. Part 5. Results. Compared with the control group, the quails in low, medium, and high-dose DLM groups showed different degrees of mental malaise, doing ptosis, and showed different sensitivities to external stimuli. The quails in high-dose DLM group showed obvious symptoms of head twisting, neck bending and eye closing after DLM administration. The results were represented in Fig. 1. DLM stimulation markedly increased the concentration of MDA, reduced the GSH content, and declined SOD activity in a dosage-dependent relationship in quail heart. Measurement of oxidative stress index showed that deltamethrin induces oxidative stress in TH. DLM-induced markedly increased the level of apoptotic cardiocytes, compared with the control group appeared in assay of TUNEL. Compared with the control group, the LDH, HBDH, CK, and CKMB activities were significantly increased with DLM stimulation in a dose-related effect. DLM-stimulated animals showed progressive and significant changes in cardiac morphology. The myocardia were slightly damaged, and hemorrhage, cell structures were irregular, and the cells were swollen in the low-dose DLM group, 15 mg kg. Meanwhile, a few inflammatory cells infiltrated. In the middle-dose DLM group the changes were similar, but a little bit more serious, induced by DLM administration than those in the low-dose DLM group. The cardiac morphology in the high-dose DLM group was altered dramatically. Myocardia were severely injured and disordered. Massive cells were infla. The degree of myocardial fibrosis gradually increased with the increase of DLM dose. DLM treatment inhibited the NRF2 protein level, and the NRF2 and HO1 mRNA expressions with the increase of DLM. Meanwhile, NRF2 protein levels were obviously inhibited when the DLM concentrations became 30 mg kg and 45 mg kg. After DLM expose, the protein levels of NF-kappa B were significantly increased by 14%, 52%, and 98% relative to control with 15 mg kg, 30 mg kg, and 45 mg kg, respectively. At the last of the examine, after 12 weeks, the protein levels of TNF-alpha remarkably increased relative to the control by 26%, 57%, and 92% with 15 mg kg, 30 mg kg, and 45 mg kg of DLM. Compared with the control group, RT-qPCR analysis showed that mRNA expressions of NF-kappa B, TNF-alpha, and interleukin-1 beta, IL-1 beta, in the DLM group were markedly increased in a dose-response manner. Our study examined a few levels of representative apoptosis-related protein to further demonstrate the pro-apoptotic actions of DLM. Compared with the control group, RT-qPCR analysis exhibited the relative mRNA expressions of BAX and P53 were greatly increased in a dose-dependent response in the DLM group, and the relative mRNA expressions of BCL40 was greatly decreased in a dose-dependent response in the DLM group. PPI network of genes associated with this study were revealed to demonstrate our assumption. The expression levels of all genes in each group were shown in picture, indicating that the oxidative stress, inflammation, and apoptosis. Part 6. Conclusion. In summary, our present study evidences that DLM promotes cardiomyocyte inflammation and apoptosis through inhibiting the NRF2, HO1 signaling pathway. Regulation of NRF2, HO1 pathway may be an effective therapeutic approach for DLM-induced cardiac injury. Meanwhile, our research could provide a theoretical basis to further explore the health risks stimulated by hazardous pesticides. That's all for my report. and thank you for your attention.